Good morning, friends. So, in the last class, we are discussing about a new topic, that is how Ayurveda is different from other contemporary medical sciences. What is the greatness of Ayurveda? So, that we have started that lecture series in the last class. So, today we will have continued portion of the same. And we know that in the last class we have discussed how we are connected with the nature, because we are part and parcel of the nature. We cannot separate ourselves from the nature because we are evolved from the nature. Okay, our whole body that is working on the principles of Vata, Pitta, Kapha. That Vata, Pitta, and Kapha, these three are nothing but they are the three forms of energy which is present deeply in the nature. It is present in the form of Sattva, Rajatama. It is present in the form of Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara. It is present in the form of Soma, Surya, Anala. It is present in the form of Vayu, Agni, and Prithvi. It is present in the form of Vata, Pitta, Kapha, and it is present also in the form of mitochondria, cytoplasm, and cell division. So now that part we have seen. So now global approach of Ayurveda. So why Ayurveda is different from other medical sciences is Ayurveda always talks about global approach. The question is, what do you mean by this global approach? Global approach means Ayurveda always talks about body and mind in simple words. And Ayurveda gives more importance for the mind rather than the body. That means in your body we have got two things. One is quantitative things and another one is qualitative things, isn't it? Now this body is a quantity, it is measurable. Objective parameters, height, weight, chest circumference, head circumference, everything is measurable. That's the quantitative portion. We will call it as physical part. Ayurveda says this as Panchamaha Bhuta Sharira. But there is another part is there which is called as qualitative part, which cannot be so easily measurable or not even possible. That is our intellectual part. We have got the IQ scaling system, but it's very difficult. Okay, for each person it is different. So one is qualitative part, another one is quantitative part. Quantitative part can be measured. Qualitative part is very difficult to measure. And this qualitative part is responsible for guiding this physical body. If you know, see, physical body is there, but apart from that, we have got one cognition, we have got some intelligence, we have got some understanding, memory. See, these are not the physical things, isn't it? Can you name it physically? No, physically nothing is there, but still it is there in the body, and that is the one which guides this physical body. It is how I think. If I want to go there, I will go. Physical body itself cannot go. Panchamahabhuta Sharira itself cannot go. If I strongly say yes, I have to go, if I decide that, then only I can go. So this decision power, this is a qualitative thing. So Ayurveda talks about these beautiful aspects. So whenever Ayurveda says, what Ayurveda says is, this body is a combination, this particular person is a combination of two things. One is qualitative things and another one is quantitative things. The quantitative things, that is whole body, body weight, etc. So this is formed by the Panchamahabhutas, Prithvi, Ap, Vayu, Agni, and Akasha. The qualitative part of this body are formed by three important things, that is Atma, Indriya, and Mana. So therefore, if these three things are there, Atma, Indriya, and Mana is existing in the body, then only we will have the life, isn't it? At the time of the death, also there is a physical body, but that dead body is totally motionless. It is not doing any activity. Why? The qualitative part goes off. Therefore, that body is totally useless now. But once it has got that qualitative part inside, then there is a Chetanatva. Okay, it will become active. Once it goes out, the body become inactive. Therefore, which is important? This qualitative part is very important because it is the one which is guiding the whole physical body. Therefore, what Ayurveda says is, this particular person is a combination of two things. Panchamahabhuta Samavayo Purusha. That means combination of Atma and Panchamahabhuta that leads to formation of this body. Atma refers to Atma, Mana, and Indriya, all the three things. One which gives the liveness to the body. So therefore, this being the case, which has to be treated first? Definitely, it has a qualitative part has to be treated. Atma, Indriya, Mana. That should be given more focus, because according to the wish and will of that particular Atma, Indriya, Mana only, we will do physical activities. See, if I want to move my hand, it is only when I start thinking about that. Otherwise, my hand itself cannot go up. Once I am willing to move up, then only I can move. So therefore, my mind, Atma, and as well as Indriya, they are deciding, and therefore I am moving. So we should be treated first, and we should be given more importance. That's the qualitative part. This is what Ayurveda says. Okay, so this particular approach, first you treat the mind and your Atma, then the physical things will be get corrected by itself. And if you start treating the physical body first without considering the Atma, then whatever the extent of treatment you give, it will not be successful, because you by yourself, your mind or your Atma, Indriya don't want it. It is not motivated. So first correct and rectify the errors which is present in your mind, Atma and Indriyas. Then 90% of the physical errors will be corrected by themselves. And if it is not corrected, then give some other medical minimum medicines. This is what Ayurveda says. So beautiful concept. This concept is called as global approach. What is that? This individual is called as Purusha. Purusha means not male. Purusha means any living organism is called as Purusha. And this Purusha is made up of two important things. One is physical aspect, another one is the functional aspect, or one is quantitative aspect and another one is a qualitative aspect, or one is Panchamahabhuta and another one is Atma Indriya Mana. So Atma Indriya Mana Sannikarshat. Jnana. So if you want to get any knowledge, there should be Sannikarsha between the Atma Indriya and Mana. Okay, or connection between these three. So treat always Atma. Therefore, Ayurveda explains one beautiful type of treatment, and that is Daiva Vapashya Chikitsa and as well as Sattva Vajaya Chikitsa. Sattva Vajaya Chikitsa is nothing but treatment of the mind. Okay, it is a correction of the errors of the mind. Daiva Vapashya Chikitsa is again, it is a faith building, a positive thinking and faith building therapy. Okay, it introduces a faith, because faith is very important. Without faith, nothing will happen. If you faith on me and if you believe on me, so you can listen to my lectures, isn't it? If you don't believe on me, whatever I am teaching is a waste for you, or you start thinking in a negative way. So faith building is very important. So these two treatments are explained that are to correct this particular part, qualitative part. And then comes Yukti Vapashya Chikitsa. That's a medicinal treatment for the physical body. And if you handle this first part very clearly and in a very comprehensive way, then there is a very less need of a physical treatment. Therefore, treatment should be always given to Purusha, not to the body. Okay, treatment is given to Purusha. Purusha refers to Atma. Okay, treatment should be, therefore Ayurveda always explains about Chikitsa Purusha. Chikitsa should be given to Purusha, therefore he is called as Chikitsa Purusha. All the karmas that you have to do, procedures, etc., that you will do, that should be done over the Purusha first. Purusha means cognition part, qualitative part for the first. Therefore, it is also called as Karma Purusha. So, Ayurveda explains two important Siddhantas, or Chikitsa Purusha Siddhanta and Karma Purusha Siddhanta. Always treat your mind and Atma first. Other things will be corrected by himself. This is again what Ayurveda says. Okay. Therefore, suppose if you have got the fever, now physically, whatever may be the extent of the fever, it may be showing 103, 102, but if the person is okay, active and doing well, so that suggests that although his physical body is affected, his Purusha is not affected. His qualitative part is not affected. Once, therefore, there is Jvara Santapa Lakshanam. Vaichityam Aratir Glani Manas Santapa Lakshanam. Santapa can occur. That is, Santapa means hotness, which is occurring Jvara, can occur to the body and it can also occur to the mind. Okay. If it is body, then we will only got the heat or increased temperature. But same Santapa or Dukkha, when it is happening to the Mana, Vaichityam Aratir Glani, person will be very dull. He will be pathetic. He is confined to the bed. So now treatment is required when Manasantapa starts. Therefore, in the children also, when we see there is sickness of the child is very important, not the temperature of the child. When the child has got the fever, it is not the temperature, it is very important. How child is sick, that is very important. Okay, so therefore, once the mind, Atma, and Indriya affected, then it will have the impact. And if it is not affected, that suggests that the person is okay. Therefore, treatment should be always aimed to mind, Atma, and Indriyas, not to the mere physical body. Okay, now nowadays we have got the concept of psychosomatic disorders, isn't it? And previously the other medical sciences were not believing this. All the psychosomatic disorders are because of this one, because every disorder starts from the mind only. Okay, there is no any disorder which is called as physical disorder. Every disorder will go into affect the mind equally. So treatment for the mind and atma is very important. Okay, nowadays we talk a lot about the stress factors, the stress releasing factors, hormones, and this and that. But what Ayurveda says very simply, don't neglect the mind. First give the treatment to the mind. First motivate the person, whatever may be the extent of the disease. First build up the faith in the person, motivate the person, increases willpower, create the positive thoughts, positive mindset, then start giving the treatment. Then you will get 100% results. Now we have got the concept of psychosomatic and psychophysiological disorders. Psychosomatic disorders, once your stress level increases, the disease increases, bronchial asthma, ulcerative colitis, peptic ulcer, diabetes mellitus. Stress level is directly related. What is this stress? Stress is a part of the qualitative part. Stress is something which is related to the Atma, Indriya and Mana. And when it is increasing, the physical body, so physical disease is also increasing. So this is another beautiful concept of Ayurveda, so which makes Ayurveda different from other sciences. That's a global approach of Ayurveda, which says that always treat mind first, then the treatment of the body should be started. So with this we conclude today. In the next class, continuing the same series of lectures of greatness of Ayurveda, I will come up with the third part. Please wait for it. Thank you very much. Don't forget to subscribe my channel, and also please give your valuable comments. Thank you very much.